Revelation 18? Alright, because here in Babylon, you got people that's living deliciously here in Babylon. Nobody's worried about shit, man. You ain't worried about what you're gonna eat later on, because you got restaurants on every corner, man. Alright, you got these people that just walk by with Starbucks. You go to Starbucks and get a panini, you know what I mean? You get a little turkey sandwich or whatever. Alright, you ain't got nothing to worry about. There's water in abundance. Alright, you can fucking get water out of a garden hose, man. Alright, go ahead.
This is Revelation 18:1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power.
Actually, 3:17. Start. Read 17.
Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
And that's what we're doing. We're talking about the judgment of the great whore. That's talking about America. This is Babylon the Great, man. That's the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. What we were just talking about earlier was how all these different nations are in here, man. All these different nations are in here congregating, trying to strive together in this society, man. Which you can see that is collapsing. You can see all these different nations are fighting against each other. All the hatred and the tension is building up, especially between so-called white people and the Israelites, man. But there's going to be a race war soon in which the 12 tribes of Israel are going to come together to smack the hood, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and also that the Statue of Liberty, that symbolizes the whore of Babylon. Yeah.
What?
Revelation 17:2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit.
Yeah, that's what you have. You have all these other nations that are following after the ways of America. That's why you have all these other nations that are running their shit as a democracy. All right, that's why they have presidents. They get elected and things like that, because America went around the world and put a gun to everybody's head and say, look, you're gonna do what I want you to do. Otherwise, we're gonna put sanctions on you. We're gonna starve you out. We're gonna drop bombs on you. We're gonna make war with you. All right. North Korea didn't want to follow suit, man. And what did Donald Trump tell Kim Jong-un? Kim Jong-il, whatever the fuck his name is? He said, oh, we might just have to wipe North Korea off the map. Which, that's madness. All these other nations look at that like, holy shit, man, America's fucking losing their minds. Hey, this place is going completely insane. That's why all these other countries are gonna shoot nukes upon this place. Alright? Because they see that the ways of the so-called white men are destroying their societies, man. Alright? They see their religions are breaking down. You got homosexuals that are running around. In places where it was illegal for you to be a homosexual, they would put you to death. They legalized it. Alright? And so these nations are going insane, man. That's why you see uprisings of the people, upwards of the people around the world. And that's why you're gonna see that happening more and more, man. Alright, you're gonna see it more and more. Especially you're gonna see that come here to America, and it's gonna be terrible, man. You're gonna have war in the streets. Alright? So all these other nations are in bed with America. They're all drinking of that wine of the wrath of the fornication of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. The wine of the wrath of Esau's fornication, man. Which is his philosophy, his doctrine, his way of thinking, man. You know? Which is poison the minds of these people. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, everything makes you think his way, like TV, music, video games. It's just indoctrination. It's indoctrinating you to think the way he wants.
Exactly, man. That's what you have throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Hey, everybody, hey, look, the most watched television in the world is the television right here from America. The television that comes out of Los Angeles, out of Hollywood, these different movies, all right? And then you have different nations that make movies trying to copy the so-called white man, how he makes movies. Reality shows.
Completely bugged out, like reality shows. It's nothing but madness. But people watch it and think that's how they're supposed to act. So subliminally, they're being indoctrinated by this.
Yeah. Which when you watch these reality shows, it's nothing but drama, man. All right. You you know, this person was with this person and she went and fucked around with his friend. And these women will watch these shows and they'll do that shit just to create that same type of drama in their life. Just so their life would be more like a novella or be more like a goddamn TV show, man. These people are bugged out by the bewitching of the so-called white man. Because the media, the entertainment industry is nothing but the so-called Jew Amalek witches bewitching these people, man. Alright? That's why you people are so fucking bugged out. That's why you people are so lost, man. Alright? That's why 2/3 of the nation of Israel just have to be destroyed because you can't be converted. Because your brains just can't be washed, man. And ultimately it's because of Most High done blinded you. Alright? He's got that flaming sword turning around every which way that's not gonna let you come back to the tree of life, man. Which that's what we're eating from by getting into this understanding, this knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Bible. We're eating from the tree of life, man, which is Yahweh Shai. Alright, go ahead.
Revelation 17:3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast full of names of blasphemy.
Yeah, that's talking about, the woman is talking about America. Alright, and that beast, there's the beast mentioned in the Bible, 7 heads and 10 horns, is talking about NATO and the EU. Alright? That's the beast having 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay? You have these different countries that are in league with each other, they league with each other. Alright? Different European countries. Alright? They're in league with America, which America is ultimately the party.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones.
Yeah, because purple and scarlet, these are colors of royalty. It lets you know that America is ruling over these other nations right now. The head of the United Nations Security Council is America. That's why you have what's called, when you watch the news and stuff, you have what's called bilateral agreements. Which bilateral agreements is agreements between other nations. But America will just decide what they have a saying called that unilateral decisions. So they'll come into bilateral agreements, and America will make unilateral agreements, meaning that all these other nations will come to terms with each other. But if America doesn't like it, America will just make their own decision to drop out or to change it or to do whatever. You know, they'll make the decision on their own. All right, because America is the big dick walking on earth, basically. Go ahead.
Yeah, even all the treaties they made with the Native Americans, with the tribe of Gad, they broke every single one. They didn't follow it at all.
God. Yeah, hold that. Okay. I'm gonna get something real quick since you said that. That's cool that you said that. Let's see. This is Psalm 55:20. It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. And that's what you see, America always do. America will make treaties, and what do? They'll find some loophole in the treaty, or they'll just straight up drop it. They'll just straight up back out of it. And then they'll say, well, if you don't do this, this, and this, we're gonna sanction you. So what is that? That's the so-called white man, these Americans, these Babylonians, putting their hands on those such as be at peace with them. And just like you brought out, like the brother just brought out about the Native Americans, because they came acting like they were peaceful, man. You had the Pilgrims that came acting like they were peaceful, and what did they do, man? They made certain treaties, they made certain agreements, and then they fucking spread disease and smallpox and start killing them with the sword and taking their land from them and just being the devil, man. And that goes back to, that's why everything goes back to the scriptures, man. That's why this is the truth. Because everything that we're saying, we're not saying it out of our own minds just to say it, man. It's in the Bible, man. And you have to be spiritual and be able to understand who these scriptures are talking about. All right? To us, it's obvious. All right? Psalm 55:20, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's what Esau has always done. He'll make agreements, he'll make it to where you get comfortable with him, and then he'll stab you in the back, man. All right? That's how he gains. That's how he gets gain is through deception. All right. Esau's warfare. He doesn't fight heads up, man. He goes. He'll set up coups. He'll topple over your government. He'll set up insurgents, sleeper cells. All right. He does everything by deception. He doesn't go heads up, man. If Esau goes heads up with another nation, it's always another nation that Esau comes through with tanks and drones and planes and missiles against the people that's throwing sticks and stones at him, man. That's what Esau does. And really, Esau started going down back during the times in the 1960s when they started this whole space race. Because like it tells you in the scripture, he said, though you set your stars, set your nest in heaven, from thence will I bring you down. And that's around the time like the Vietnam War happened. And what happened? You went over there to Vietnam to go fight people with bows and arrows, and they fucking kicked your ass, man.
So you ended up with
You lost that war.
SJSU because it's cheaper, and you didn't
And pretty soon World War III is going to break out, and you're going to lose that war miserably. All right, you are not going to do good in World War III. You Americans, you think when this thing goes down, you're going to go over there bravehearting it? No, man. It tells you that the mighty men are going to forbear to fight, man. All right, you're going to fight against Russia, China, Iran. All right, they're going to destroy America, man. Yeah.
Yeah, going back to the brother said about space race. Yeah, in the space race, they never fucking went to the moon because around us it's called the Van Nuys radiation belt, and that was something they wanted to do to try to get power. Just so they said, oh, we went to the moon. Now everybody's looking at it like, oh shit, he's gonna went to the moon.
Yeah.
But in reality, they didn't. They have this thing called Operation Starfish Prime, where they were shooting fucking nukes up into the atmosphere to try to punch a hole in that radiation belt. And that's one of the big reasons that you got that ozone, depleted ozone, whatever.
Yeah. The Lord said that if you could do away with my covenant with the stars and the moon, I would do away with my people Israel. That's why you remember they were shooting missiles at the moon. They said that they were trying to get ice. They were trying to break ice off of the moon. They were trying to destroy the moon, man. You know, Esau's a damn devil, man. That's why they got these telescopes. They have like a super telescope at the Vatican, and it's called like Lucifer or something like that. It's like got a satanic name, you know what I mean? And they're using it to search out the heavens because it tells you in the scriptures, if you could number the stars of heaven, then would I do away? If you could search out the earth, the depths of the sea. That's why this fool's trying to go as deep into the ocean as he can. You know what I mean? Esau is exhausting all of his wits trying to do away with the nation of Israel. And he sees that his time is coming. He sees the prophets being raised up. All right, he sees the prophecies of the Bible being fulfilled right before his eyes. So he knows that his time is up. All right? That's why Revelation 12:12, he says he knows but he hath but a short time. That's why he's going to come down with great wrath, because his last go around, his last hoorah, his last bastion of hope, I would say, which Esau has no hope, is to just gung ho, go in and try and kill Israel, man. Try and kill all you Jakes, man, with the sword. You know, that's his last ditch effort. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Yeah, the mother of everything, all these different trends these other nations they follow, all right, including being a homosexual, all right, including women's liberation, women's rights. You have women's rights that they're trying to bring out in Iran, which Iran, well, man, they're going insane over that shit, man. You got these fucking Muslim women that say that they want to still be Muslims, they still want to practice their religion, but they want women's rights at the same time. That's what America teaches. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it shows a double-mindedness of women. They're having here slut walks, and then the Me Too movement at the same time. You know, it's like what the fuck? You know?
Yeah, exactly. And then and really what these women want, they don't want equalness. They want to be on top. All right, they want to rule over men, which that's wicked, man. And Esau perverted this, like it tells you in the scriptures that a perverse spirit is mingled in Egypt. Which that's a perverse spirit to have women over men, because nothing but wickedness comes out of a woman. All a woman wants to do is have, like they have that song, girls just want to have fun. That's all women want to do. They just want to shop. They just want to watch TV. They just want to cuddle. They just want to just do nothing but fuckery, man. Drink and party and fuck anybody that walks. You know what I mean? That's these women. That's how these women want to be in this society, man. All right? Wear revealing ass clothing, and these cuck ass dudes have no problem with it, man. They got no problem with their women's ass and titties hanging the fuck out for everybody to see. In fact, I talked to a dude. He said, "I like to show off. I like to show off what I got." That's fucking madness, man. You a straight up bitch if you let your woman do that shit, man. Go ahead.
That's like, what's that scripture?
Well, oh yeah. Don't worry about that. Go ahead, keep going on that.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
Yeah, drunken with the blood of the saints. Which the saints are the Israelites. All right. You go to the saints are the Israelites, man. Psalm
Yeah, and a lot of that women worship is also on social media. That's why these women got a lot of like that high spirit. You know, they feel like they're above everybody because everybody's on there. Oh, like. So they're out here walking around in that, you know, proud spirit. You know, men worshiping women.
yeah, that's exactly right. Nah, I can't find the scripture right now because it tells you who the saints are. I could have sworn that it was. Oh yeah, well it's 147. Let's see, this is Psalm 147 and 19. It says, He showeth His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Alright, and then it says, Psalm 148, Let them praise the name of Yahweh, for His name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of His people, the praise of all His saints, even of the children of Israel, of people near unto Him, praise ye Yahweh. All right, so the saints are the Israelites, man. That's who the saints are. And this place is drunk with the blood of the saints, all right, through the transatlantic slave trade, through the pilgrims coming over here, through the French, the Spanish, the British coming over here, the Portuguese coming over here, all right, pretty much Esau, man. Esau coming over here, all right, and trying to annihilate the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from off the face of the earth, all right. And that was America's inception. That's how this place was built. Was upon the backs and upon the death and destruction and the blood of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That's how America was built, man. All right. That's why this place is going to be judged so harshly. That's why 200 million missiles are going to destroy this place, man. Because this place is drunk with the blood of the saints. And then you have Jacob's trouble, which is coming, in which 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to be slaughtered, man. And you're also going to have some of the men of the Lord that's going to be killed. That's going to be martyrs, man. All right. So this place is drunk with the blood of the saints, man. Go ahead.
And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is.
Yeah, it was and is not and yet is, man. You know, because that old Roman, ancient Rome went down, and now you have Rome all over again, man. Right? Which America came out of Britain, which came out of the bottomless pit, which is Europe. Europe is the bottomless pit according to the Bible, man. Go ahead.
And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7.
Yeah, he is the 8th and is of the 7. All right? Because America, that's talking about America. This is the 8th, and it is of the 7, man, because America came out of Britain. You had the Pilgrims, which came, which pretty much the so-called founding fathers of this country were just castaways that were cast out of Britain, man. All right, they were nothing more than criminals that got thrown out to serve a punishment, just like the Australians, man. Australia was nothing more but it was like a prison island, man. You know, so that's what the so-called founding fathers of this country were. They were just dirtbags that got shipped over here, and then that's why you had the whole war between Britain and certain colonies. You know, because America came out of Britain. Go ahead.
And goeth into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet.
Yeah, that's the European Union. All right, go ahead.
But receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Yeah, that's NATO and the European Union. All right. Which that's what you see. NATO was formed to fight against Russia, man, to fight against the Soviet Union.
Well, I mean,
which now you have these two powers that are about to bump heads, man. All right, you have NATO, which is about to fight against Russia right now, man. All right, go ahead.
These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Yahweh, Lord of lords, and King of kings.
Yeah, these shall make war with the Lamb. Give Revelation 12, and I think it's 7. I think it starts at 7.
This is Revelations 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven.
There was war in heaven. See, that's what you have coming. That's why this fool Donald Trump wants to build a space army, man. All right? Because those lights that you see in the sky that you think are UFOs, they're not aliens, man. Those are angels. The Bible talks about them. Chariots of the Most High. Chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Alright? And NATO, the EU, these other nations, alright? While World War III is going on, nuclear war is going on, Yahushai is going to crack the skies and come down to judge the earth. Alright? And Esau and these other nations, they're gonna actually fight against Yahushai and the angels, man. They're actually going to fight against these so-called UFOs that you see, man. Go ahead.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels.
Yeah, Michael and the angels, all right, the heavenly